Hey y'all, welcome back to Vlogmas. Today we're going to do a bit more of a sit down episode because I wanted to show you the things I've been buying both on like the Black Friday and Cyber Week sales, and also give you some gift ideas because it's the time of year, right? And we can all use a recommendation. So that's what we're going to do today. Yeah, you'll walk away with some gifting ideas either for others or for yourself, because don't forget, you deserve a Christmas present from you too. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. All right, so I'm gonna start with some Black Friday purchases, or it's really not even Black Friday anymore. It's become like an overwhelming number of sales that last all throughout October. And not October, although I did see some happen even before like Halloween, I feel like, or just like immediately after. It's just like we're inundated with it. It's insane. So the good news is that you have a long period of time to shop all these sales. And I have done a few of them, partially out of need, partially out of, hey, that looks like something I want and it's affordable. So let's jump into those first and foremost. And I'll start with what's at the top of the pile, which are these Vince Camuto leopard print slingbacks. And I think they're about a 3-inch heel height, which is kind of where I like it. I'm obsessed with leopard. I bought a pair of leopard print flats this year off of Amazon, which I might show you in a different video, because I had worn my other leopard print flats into the ground and they needed to be replaced. So I bought a nice little loafer, and then I saw these, which are a collaboration with, I don't know her name. She's a mommy vlogger out of Texas or something like that. Anyway, this was part of a collaboration she did with Vince Camuto. Vince Camuto is, if you are looking to either gift shoes to yourself, maybe you need a pair for the holiday season, or you're looking to buy yourself a pair of boots or someone else a pair of boots, like Vince Camuto, I think, is one of those brands that is neither, like it's a little bit higher price point than what people might consider affordable being completely dependent on you and your budget. Like, to somebody, a $200 pair of shoes might be extremely expensive, and to another person that's like a bargain. So it just depends on who you are and what your budget. And I would say that regardless of what your budget is, this is value for money, in that when I have bought shoes that are, especially heels, in like the $50 to $80 range, they don't always last very long and they're not always the most comfortable, and a lot of times they also look not the nicest. I have never had a complaint about Vince Camuto shoes. I own 3 or 4 pairs of them. I have always been able to get them on sale, never pay full price for Vince Camuto stuff. Like, it is just true that they always go on sale. These were 40% off, and I think that they retail for around $120, so I got them for 40% off of that, so like around 60 or 70 bucks. And yeah, I think with taxes and shipping and everything, it was like 80 bucks. So I got these for around 80, which is, I think, a very affordable price point for what they are. The leopard print, animal print can go a little weird. Sometimes it looks quite tacky and like fake. I think this looks quite nice. And the heel height's great, and the shoes are always really affordable. What I didn't show you is, oh yeah, I mean, it's right here, so I can't show you. They come with a dust bag, which is something that most shoes in that price point do not come with. And it's like a decent, like, it's nothing fancy, but it's nice, like it's decent. And then they came really well packaged, lots of packaging, in a very nice box. And I have a boot box that I've gotten from Vince Camuto, which was even nicer than this box. This is not the nicest box I've ever seen from them, but it's nicer than a lot of boxes I see for shoes in a similar price point. So if you're looking to gift someone else or yourself a pair of shoes, I would highly recommend Vince Camuto. Like, value for money, you're gonna get more than what you paid for. Really happy with that. And I've got 2 items here from Lilysilk. If you're not familiar with Lilysilk, again, a brand that is, I think, value for money. Lilysilk works a lot in silk, as the name suggests. Also wool, cashmere, cotton, I think some linen stuff in their summer things. They tend to work in natural fibers. I think sometimes there are like elastane and stuff in there, which is pretty normal, but they're always in a very small portion of it, and it's always just like to add functionality and durability to the clothing. They just really tend to be much like more in those natural fibers, which I really appreciate and look for in my clothing. And they are at a reasonable price point, which is, again, not to say for what it is. I want to say that, for what it is. So you're not going to go and find like a $40 cashmere sweater, but you can find like $100 cashmere sweater, which is a really good price point for something that is almost pure cashmere. And if it's not pure cashmere, it's usually like a cashmere silk or a cashmere wool blend, which is still really high quality. And the construction of the clothing has always been great. So I have a few of their sweaters already, and I routinely look on their website when I need really good basics, or when I want to upgrade my closet essentials. Like, they're really good. I don't think that they're the most fashionable brand out there, but they are quite good. And when I ordered these ones, they came in packaging that I found to be a little less luxurious, and Lilysilk does sort of market itself as like a affordable luxury brand. They came in nice enough packaging, and they come with like nice tags and extra like material in case something like rips or snags, which is a good sign. But the first time I ordered them and got a bunch of the sweaters that I have, they came in like beautiful boxes with beautiful packaging, and it was like a much more luxurious experience. These ones showed up late, and they were in less nice packaging that looked a little bit more beat up, but the quality of the clothing looks good still. So I'm just letting you know what you're getting, especially when you're looking for like gifting stuff. I think it's important to know kind of how the packaging works, and you might be able to request like gift packaging on there. I'm not sure. So this was super on sale, this navy sweetheart neck top. Really lightweight, gonna be great for year round. I will try these on and insert clips as well, just so you can see how they fit. I believe I got a size large or extra large. What did I get? I got a large. And I am roughly a 10, 12. I think I'm a little bit more on the 12 size lately. But generally speaking, I'm a 10, 12, medium large. Okay, I'm definitely not wearing the right bra for this, so do your best to ignore that. But this is the navy blue top that I got from Lilysilk in a large. I think it's really nice, easy, good length, tucks into things or over things. Yeah, it's just really simple. Feels really nice. It'll layer really well. I think my main concern is that I'm going to have to wear it with the strapless bra, because I don't think that I'm going to be able to get, yeah, you're going to have to wear it with the strapless bra. But I think that fits really nicely and is a nice, elegant, but also casual. If you want it to be casual, it's just a great staple. So really happy with this little Lilysilk knit. And then I bought this white, slightly oversized sweater because I shrunk my favorite white sweater. And this is not a one-for-one replacement of that lovely Saison alpaca fuzzy knit, but I wanted something that was a little bit slimmer fitting, but still oversized, and the other one was like really puffy, kind of more like this sweater. So yeah, so I'm excited for that. Got that on sale as well. This is perfect, right? Like, tucks in really easily, sits really nicely, warm knit. Huge fan, love it, really love it. They tend to have, you can almost always get 10% off. That's not particularly special, but if you're willing to wait, you can generally get about 15 to 20% off of their stuff, but it's not a guarantee. Like, I can almost always be guaranteed to find the Vince Camuto shoes I want on like a really good sale. Lilysilk is a little bit more hit or miss, so I'd say like if you really need it, don't necessarily wait for the sale, but know that you can always get a 10% off coupon or something. But they do a number of seasonal sales. And then I bought a pair of pants from the Outnet. If you want more like designer clothing or more like contemporary designer brands, then the Outnet is a great place to look. Again, you're not necessarily going to find the trendy pieces there, because it is sort of more of like a site meant to move kind of older stock out. I think it was owned by Net-a-Porter, and I think my Theresa might have bought Net-a-Porter recently, and so it's probably owned by my Theresa at this point. But anyway, the point is you can get really good discount designer clothing on there. They constantly have Zimmerman. I've bought Zimmerman pants off there before. These are Theory pants, I'll show you. They have Tom Brown, which I've been eyeing up. They have Tom Ford. They have like a lot of Missoni. If you are a person who loves the Missoni like wiggle stripe thing and like lives in a climate where that's the thing you can wear, then check that out because they have a ton of it. So anyway, I digress. I bought these Theory wide leg trousers. The color on the website says taupe. This is more brown, I think. I have a pair of more like army green. I want to compare really quickly, sorry. Okay, yeah. Maybe this is a good like context anyway for the color. So I've got these Veronica Beard pants. This like cottony, canvasy, lightweight green pant. And then I've got now these Theory trousers. This is a heavier weight. It's a slightly heavier cotton. Not a ton heavier, but it feels heavier. Slightly heavier. This is in a more of a brown taupey color, but it's a very similar style. Wide leg, high waist. This one has a thinner belt that goes around it. So yeah, I'm excited to try these on. I bought these in a standard 42, I believe. French 42. So depending on how they fit, I might need to size up because, yeah, I might need to size up. I don't think that I need to size up. Yeah, there's still a little bit of stretch in them. They're not too tight. They sit nice and high. And then they've got this thin belt that I quite like. Yeah, got this nice thing. I'll take off my sweater so you can kind of see it a little bit better. Yeah, that's where it sits on my waist. Said not too tight. Nice pockets. Fits great on the bum, I think. A little bit stiffer material, but I really like it. And this is pretty much where I like my heel height. I like my pants to be quite long and on the floor. So I think I'm gonna keep these, which is great. Great news. I mean, how easy is this also? Like, brown pants and a white t-shirt. Done. And then the last thing I bought in like the cyber sales is a Fitbit. I got a charge. Firstly, I'm not an Apple Watch fan, not a Garmin person. Like, it's too much. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want to be paying with my phone, and I'm sorry, I pay with my phone. I don't want to necessarily pay with my watch. I don't want to have all those notifications. Like, I just don't want it. And actually this still does more than I want it to, but I like the size of it, and the one that's the next sort of like level down in terms of technology is a little too small for me. So I like the health tracking on this. So anyway, I'm a big Fitbit fan. I chose to get a Fitbit 6 to replace my Fitbit Charge 2. Also, I had bought it during the summer and it fell off my wrist while I was paddleboarding, so I lost that one. So I bought it again on the Cyber Week sales. It was about $100. For the people in your life who are looking for like a fitness tracker but don't necessarily want the Apple Watch and all that crazy stuff, like a Fitbit can be a really, really nice option. It does pair with my GPS tracking on my phone and Strava and my Fitness Pal and all of the apps, and it works really well with my iPhone. It's great, and it's got a lot more than the old Fitbit used to. So even, like I said, even now it's like almost more than I need, but I'm happy with it. I bought a little watch strap that's coming that's a bit more like jewelry-esque, because these little silicone ones are not my favorite. They don't look the nicest with the fashionable outfit, so I've got like a little watch band coming. And yeah, that's what I bought from the cyber sales. Moving on, because I said like I would give you some gift ideas as well in this one. Obviously all the things that I pointed out are available and current, and you can find them on those websites, and I will link them below. Another thing that I always look for during Black Friday, I didn't buy any this year, but I have probably every year for the last 3 or 4 years. I bought from Missoma London, which is my favorite everyday jewelry brand. I swear up, down, right, left, I love Missoma. They have a little bit of something for everybody, really high quality jewelry at a very reasonable price point. They did just finish up their big sale, which was 40% off. I swear they used to do 50% off. and they used to do it for less time, but they think they cut it down to 40% and have extended it. Probably done by now, but you can check. Anyway, here's some of the pieces that I've bought over the years from Missoma. So first, and one of my favorite pieces, is this Signet ring. It's malachite on top. It's got this cool ridging on the sides, both sides. It's technically a men's ring, I think, but I wear it all the time because I don't care. And it's a nice, cool, big statement ring. I get lots of compliments on that. One of the pieces I stocked during the year because I really wanted it, and then bought on a Black Friday sale, is this chunky chain necklace. They still sell this on the website, I saw it. So this is one of my favorite pieces. It's got these really cool, every other link is this textured link, and then they're smooth, and it sits pretty much like right here. It's not a choker. I would say it's a short length necklace on me anyway. I think I have a thicker neck too. So, you know, if you have a thin, long neck, lucky you, this will probably sit a little bit lower, but it sits kind of like right about here on me. And I really, really like it. I also sometimes double it up and wear it as a bracelet, which is a thing I really like to do with necklaces, is like double or triple them up and wear them as bracelets. So that's two pieces. And then this is the piece I bought earlier this year because I really wanted it. And this is a longer chain necklace, but it's much thinner and a lot more delicate. And this actually almost sits too far down on me. I wish it was a little bit longer, but yeah, it's a little bit more of a flat chain. But yeah, they have beautiful gold jewelry, and I wear this and I stack it with the other one. And then I have, like, I have so much Missoma jewelry, I can't show it to you all, but I think those two, all those pieces are still available, I think. I will link them below if they are. And then some silver pieces, because people love silver and gold. I'm more of a gold person, but I am trying to build out my silver collection. I bought these stud earrings, I think, in the last sale. They're pretty decent size. I mean, they're not really stud earrings, but you can see. I'm not sure that these are still available, but Missoma has a ton of options. They've really built out their collections over the last few years. This piece, they don't have quite the exact same one, I'm pretty sure. Like, it doesn't have the ridging on it, but they have something very, very similar to this, where I think it's a smooth teardrop. So this is, again, another favorite piece of mine, great for layering. And then this is like a quintessential Missoma piece. This is from their Lucy Williams collection. It's the large horn necklace on this bauble chain, long. And I would say, like, the necklaces, well, the chunky one was around 200, was in the high 200s, I think, when it wasn't on sale, and I got it for under 200, I believe. The ring, like, everything I've gotten on sale. I also don't like to pay full price for pretty much anything if I can avoid it, and Missoma doesn't do a ton of sales, but they do them often enough that I can usually get what I want. The one thing I haven't been able to get is this, like, enamel cuff bracelet that I've been really, really wanting, and they've been sold out of it for a while. So if it comes back into stock, I'm grabbing it, whether it's on sale or not. But yeah, really high quality, everyday jewelry, great for anybody that you're looking for. They have some fun, colorful stuff. They have bead stuff. They have gold plated, gold vermil, stainless steel, sorry, not stainless steel, sterling silver. They also do have some fine jewelry collection. So if you are looking for something that's in a higher price point, or like more like solid gold, they have those options. And they're not going to be like, they're going to be high quality, but they're not going to maybe be as expensive as some of your other more high-end, better known jewelry brands. So yeah, I would recommend Missoma if you're looking to pick up some jewelry pieces for people. Really high quality. Never had a problem with them. Okay, moving on. Oh, I missed a thing. This is unimportant, but I bought this hairspray in a Black Friday sale. R&Co is a brand I really like, and I really like this hairspray. That was 30% off, so gotta love a sale. I'm gonna stock up on some of your essentials during Black Friday sales, and especially during the holiday season. They're great stocking stuffers. If you know the things that people really like to have sort of throughout the year, that they like to kind of, you know, small comforts or like skincare things that they use, or body care, or like makeup things. Like those are great stocking stuffers. So I'll call out a few actually that I really like and recommend. Another thing that I stock up on during the holiday season is like hair care products. So I've been using the Moroccanoil a lot. This one is for fine hair. That was on sale. They can be pretty expensive. Like these things are generally like $50. So if I can get it on sale for 20% off, that is a decent savings, especially if I have to buy it a couple times a year. This is one of my favorite skincare brands, Dr. Jart. This isn't even like something I would necessarily gift, but it was something that was on sale in the Black Friday sale, so sorry, I forgot about that. I will say if you're looking, this fell down. I would say if you're looking to give somebody kind of an indulgent skincare gift from Dr. Jart, which is a brand I love, I would recommend the Ceramide Toning Serum. Or like cream or toning. I'll link it, or I'll insert a picture here, but it's a really nice sort of like extra skincare step. One that a lot of people wouldn't necessarily spend money on, but would be really nice to receive as like a little stocking stuffer, as like if you know somebody's really into skincare, it's a nice gift. It feels really, really nice on your skin, and I use it morning and night, and I don't know if it's doing anything for me necessarily. I do feel like it's hydrating, but it just feels nice. And sometimes gift giving is about giving things to people to pamper them and indulge them in ways that they wouldn't necessarily for themselves, or, you know, something that they would really appreciate. One of the biggest skincare indulgences I made this year was buying this Kate Somerville goat milk cleanser. I don't think you need to spend a lot of money on cleansers. I generally use the CeraVe one, and it works great, and I think that all these promises about cleansers are generally dumb. I've tried a ton of them and I don't really care. I will always go with the cheap cleanser because I've never found a cleanser that really made me feel like it was worth, like a high-end cleanser that I felt was worth the price. And then I picked up the travel size version of this one earlier this year, and it is so nice. Like, it does the job, it cleans the face really, really well. But unlike other cleansers that I've used, it doesn't make me feel like my face is dry and tight, and like even the ones that say they're hydrating or gentle, they just, yeah, I've never found a cleanser where I'm like, oh, that's really good, except for this one. And unfortunately, this one is around $50 for this size bottle. Does it go a long way? Yes, it does. Do I think that you should pay $50 for a cleanser? It's a hard one. So I indulged in this one. I was like, treat yourself. So I did. If you know somebody, again, who's really into their skincare and like it's a thing that they like to indulge in, this is a really nice one. I think anybody would appreciate this. It's beautiful. It's really, really nice. And it's in that price point where like, I don't want to spend that money on myself, but I would happily spend $50 on a friend, you know? So that's a good one to kind of gift somebody a little indulgent treat for. And then this is a nice one, hand creams, always a very, very popular stocking stuffer. A little higher end, Caudalie, excellent brand. People love Caudalie. I actually am gonna use some of this right now. I was given a travel size of this one as part of like a set, like a gift. A friend brought it back for me from France. It is a French brand, but you can get it in the States. A friend brought it back for me from France as like a little treat, and they had this hand cream in it, and I'm not like, oh my god, this hand cream. Typically, I don't think that hand cream is one of those things that's really worth getting all that obsessed about, but I will say, again, this year I have been working with my hands a lot more, and they've been getting a lot more dried out, and this is one of the only hand creams I've been able to find and use that I feel like really does the job of hydrating and helping my dry, especially like this part of my palm. It really does, like it absorbs really fast. It's not super greasy. I don't even think it's actually greasy. Like it's drying on my hands and it doesn't feel particularly greasy. It smells really nice. Like This is a really good one, so I will find this and link this below, but this would be a great stocking stuffer. I have no idea what the price is of it. I don't imagine that it's going to be too crazy, but again, a nice little indulgence to give somebody. I want to show you, let's do these. I want to show you these candles because candles are another one of those, like, everybody gives a gift of a candle, and there are some very nice smelling candles and there are some candles that smell gross because the scents smell really fake and things like that. It's really hard to know. So here are some of my favorite candles to give and to buy for myself, and they're all from niche or like small companies. So you can order them through their websites. They're not like, I don't think any of them are particularly mass produced. Don't quote me on that. So I'll start with probably my absolute favorite, which is this black tea and bergamot candle. I bought the small one and the big one. I've gifted this at least 3 or 4 times to different people, and I will buy it again on repeat. Like, this is my favorite candle. The black tea is such a unique scent. It's beautiful. It's a really beautiful scent. I don't even know how to describe it because I'm bad with describing scents, but it is my favorite scent, and I think it's a great year-round scent. So if you're not somebody who enjoys like the woodsy smells and you don't like the spicy smells of Christmas, like, this could be a really good one. It's great for spring and summer and fall, and like, I think this is a phenomenal year-round scent. So that's why it's my favorite. I actually have the room spray most recently because I want my living room to smell like it all the time. That is my absolute favorite candle. I will link it below. My other second favorite candle ever is this one. This is a orchid and sea salt candle. It's a bit sweeter. It is still like clean and uplifting, and it smells nice, and it's got that freshness from the sea salt, and the orchid is beautiful. Is, again, one of my favorite candles. This is the candle that got me into candles. I found it at a little boutique store up in Capitol Hill in Seattle, and I fell in love with it. I've gifted this for housewarmings and like all sorts of stuff. I've bought this for myself on repeat. Like, I'm obsessed with this candle. I love it. This is a one-woman show who runs this. I think she lives in the Midwest somewhere. She's got a ton of other options, but this is my favorite, and I've never met a person who doesn't like this scent. I don't think it's offensive to anybody. It's not like overwhelming or anything like that. And what's great is hers are all woodwick, so which I've heard some people don't love. Okay, battery died. Anyway, I was saying, it's woodwick. Not everybody loves the sound of woodwick. I think it can freak some people out. I don't know why. Some people just don't like it. So, but all of her candles are woodwick and they're great. This one is a lot like, well, it's called Woodland, as you can see, and it's from a brand, I think it's called Dev, D-E-H-V. I found this one at a boutique. Really nice candle. Smells a little bit more like fresh foresty. Yeah, definitely not like a floral scent. It's very different than the other 2 scents. Not necessarily sweet. It's very clean smelling. It's a very clean smelling, like somewhat foresty scent. Really, really nice. I think a great winter scent would be great in like January, February. Kind of giving that like wintry freshness to a room. I really like that scent. And then the final candle I don't actually have and have not owned, but I know of it and I have seen it in person and smelled it in person. There is a candle brand, a one-woman show in Seattle, and the candle brand is called No Bullshit Candles. And I ran into this vendor at a maker's market around Valentine's Day. She was had her candles out, and I was smelling a bunch of them, and I came across this one. It's called Coastal Retreat, and I didn't buy it, but Alexis did. And then she bought it again to gift to our friend Boreana, and Boreana loves it, and I love it, and I've been trying to buy it, but she's been sold out. So I might be telling you about a candle you can't get. But I did like mention her on my Instagram stories, and she sent me a message. So let me see what she said the candle was, because she told me a different candle to use that I might like, if I can find it. Hey Cam, we just launched a few new candles on our website. If you like Coastal Retreat, I think you'll like Summer Abroad. Yeah, so I haven't smelled Summer Abroad, but that's what she mentioned as like the most similar one. That's definitely, as it might suggest, Coastal Retreat and I would guess Summer Abroad are much more like summery scents. But again, I think if I recall, Coastal Retreat was nice and clean smelling and fresh, had a bit of that sea salt vibe to it, if I recall. But yeah, I know that's another candle and a candle company. Like all of her scents were great. None of them were overpowering. None of them smelled fake. They were all lovely. I really, really liked her candle company. So I will link her business below as well. So if you are looking for some like nice niche candles that not everybody's gonna have, and that the scents of are not gonna be overpowering or off-putting to people, these are all candles that I have tested or have seen out in real life and that I have seen people universally appreciate. So always nice to know about a candle. Let's stick with the scents, and I have 3 scents for you that I think are really nice if you are somebody who's looking to gift a perfume. 2 are from niche brands, and 1 is from a fairly well-known perfume company, but is maybe a little lesser known than a lot of the like standard perfumes that are out there. So I will start with the most known one, which is Maison Francis Kirk de Jean. I'm probably butchering that. This brand is pretty famous for their perfume. I mean, I think they're just perfumes. They are known for, I forget the name of the one they're known for, but this is Gentle Fluidity, the gold version. There's also a silver. This is a beautiful vanilla scent. The scent lasts a very long time. It's like an all-day thing. I get complimented on this all the time. It's beautiful. It's not overpowering. It is fairly strong, but it mellows out and it's not overpowering. Beautiful, beautiful scent. If somebody you know is looking for like a really nice warm vanilla scent that doesn't have any smokiness or like spiciness to it, it's not overly sweet, but it doesn't have smoky or like spicy notes to it, which I think a lot of vanilla gets blended in with. So this is a nice, like very vanilla forward scent. This one, Whiskey, is from a perfume company called Thin Wild Mercury. I love this scent. My little sister saw them on TikTok a number of years ago, bought one of their sample packs and gifted it to me for, I believe, Christmas or my birthday. I can't remember which one, or just because she saw it and knew that I would be interested in it. So she sent me their sample pack, and I didn't really like them at first, and then I was cleaning out my room and I found this sample pack and I smelled this one and I was like, I really, really like this. This is this is very smoky, but not in like a bad way. It's got, yeah, well, I mean, it's called Whiskey. So it's got that like lovely scotchy, smoky smell to it. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it. It is quite strong at first, and it really does last. Like, this really stays with you. So a little bit goes a long way. I believe this bottle was pretty expensive. I think it's around 120. I think it's either $60 or like $120. I cannot remember. It's not the cheapest of perfumes. None of these are. This one is actually like around 200 and some dollars. This one, I think max of like 130. Decent size. Like, I've had this for a year and I use it a lot in winter, and I haven't gone through it that far. And then this one is just a little roller ball. I actually really need to buy another. Need to buy it again. This is just a little roller ball I picked up when I was in Spokane two summers ago. Yeah, 2 summers ago. And this is very different than those two. I would say that the Maison Francis Kirk de Jean is a nice vanilla scent that could be worn year round. Whiskey is one that I wear exclusively in like late fall into winter. And then this one is from a company called 13 Moons. This one is Blue Moon. All of my girlfriends and I really liked it. I think a couple of us bought the rollerball of it. Anyway, this brand has a number of perfume scents. I think mostly they do these little roller balls. And Blue Moon is like a very clean, fresh smelling scent. And I've gotten compliments on all of these. Like people who come near me when I'm wearing them often say like, you smell great. So those are some scents that you might enjoy gifting to people. I think especially the 13 Moons little roller balls. Those are great little stocking stuffers. The other two are definitely more like main gifts because they are quite expensive, especially with scent. It's nice to have something that's a little bit more niche and a little bit more personal. So I think giving somebody a scent that you know is kind of in their wheelhouse, or getting them a discovery set for like a more niche brand is really cool because, like I said, especially with scent, I think you really want to have something that's a bit more personal because scent is such a personal thing. All right, last kind of gift idea. I have a couple of like more experiential ideas that I'll share with you, but last thing I would say, like in terms of, no, sorry, two. I've got two things left to show you. This is a game that my sister bought me last Christmas. I believe it's an Estonian game. At least some of the instructions are in Estonian, but I'm not entirely sure. It's really simple. It's a really fun game you can play with quite young children up to older people. Like, it's relatively small, so you can pack. I mean, I pack this in my purse sometimes when I know I'm going to like a bar or meeting friends. But it's a really easy game, and you basically get like 12 cards. The cards have numbers on them. There's rules about drawing and discarding and trading out your cards, and the goal is to get the lowest number of points on your cards. And so it's kind of fun that way. It goes pretty quickly. You play in rounds. So it's fun. It's a really fun game. There's some strategy involved, and I really, really like this game. So, and it's not like Settlers of Catan or Carcassonne or Ticket to Ride. Or, people already have those games for the most part. So if you are friends with somebody who really likes to do like board games and card games, this could be a fun one that almost nobody's heard of, and is actually quite fun. So there's that. And then where was the last one I wanted to share with you? Because Hillary gave it to me. Where'd it go? Ah, okay. And then this last one, which is me plugging my friend Hillary, and also Etsy. I don't work with Etsy. Like, I'm very small. Obviously, nobody works with me. Like, all of these things that I'm sharing with you are things that I have discovered on my own or think are important to share because I like calling out small brands, and I usually choose to buy from small businesses if I can. So Hillary made me this ornament my first year doing my vlogging and blogging, and Hillary does all sorts of these little like wood-based ornaments. So she's got, especially if you're somebody in the Pacific Northwest, or if you want to gift to somebody who lives in the Pacific Northwest or somebody who likes the Pacific Northwest a lot, these are fun. She has, this one is obviously personalized to me, but she has a couple, I'll put up a picture, like Pacific Northwest themed ones, islands, like people love the islands out here. So she's got ornaments that have the island shapes in them. She's got some like more generic Pacific Northwest things, so anybody who lives in like this region will appreciate it. I think she's got some towels and coasters and magnets and stuff. So she does really cute things like that. But I would also say if you're looking to give some like smaller gifts, Etsy is a great place to check them out. I don't think that I don't know, I really like to support small business, so I would encourage you to check out Etsy and like just dig around and see what's available. You know, like hats and scarves and towels and knickknacks and stuff like that. Like Etsy's full of it, and especially like woodworking stuff. And you can find bigger things too, and some nice jewelry and stuff like that. But yeah, I just really wanted to call out Etsy gifts because Etsy continues to be just an awesome place to go during the holiday season. And I know that like Hillary has seen a pretty significant decrease, and I think probably a lot of Etsy makers have. I know it kind of peaked during the pandemic because everybody was supporting small businesses and stuff like that, but just a reminder that they're still there and they still need your support. So that's my plug for small business. A couple of other like ideas that are more experiential based. One really cool one that might be kind of hard to pull off unless you're like really, really on it, but might be a good idea for next year. And like, I don't know, it's just a cool idea. My friend, her friend, so my friend's friend, throughout the year was reading books, right? She's a big reader, she loves to read books, but I think she took books that she specifically knew would appeal to the people she wanted to gift to. And she went through and she read the books and she like annotated the books. She would highlight sections, or she would draw a little thing in the margin, or she would make a note about something that she read and just sort of share her thoughts on what was happening throughout the book. And then when Christmas came around, she gifted these books to the people that she had specifically read and annotated them for. So my friend was given a book with, you know, her friend's thoughts and drawings and usings, and it was just a very beautiful, personalized gift, I think. And it showed a real dedication to time, because reading takes time. The book was chosen specifically with the person in mind, knowing that that would be like something that she would enjoy. And then you have this beautiful shared experience of getting to like not only go on this journey that the book is taking you on, but then also the journey and dialogue of this other person's thoughts, so this person that you're friends with and have a close relationship with. So I just thought that that was a beautiful idea. It was really thoughtful, and yeah, just an excellent gifting idea. Is we all like to, I mean, people gift books all the time, but I have received books that people have been very thoughtful about giving to me in the past too, where it's like, I read this book and I know you like this topic, or you like this kind of thing, and or it's been like a copy that they have personally owned and read through a couple of times. And I don't mind getting secondhand books, because I really, again, I like that idea of this thing that you enjoyed, you're sharing with me. And so I think that's really lovely. Great idea for the readers in your life, or if you're a reader. And then a few more experiential, can't talk today, guys. A few more experiential options. Things I have done personally in the past. I really love a good cooking class, and so I have gifted my previous partners, like a cooking class together or separately if they're into it. Concert tickets are always a great thing to give as well. Usually, and you know, without the expectation of attending with them. My friend gave me concert tickets to a band that he's not a huge fan of, but he knew that I really liked that artist, and so he, for my birthday, gifted me 2 tickets, and it was like, you don't feel like you have to take me, take whoever you want. Like, this is just my gift to you, is these 2 tickets. That was fantastic. I really, really enjoyed it. I didn't end up taking him, I took somebody else, and we had a grand time, and everybody really enjoyed it. I also think in that vein, like concert tickets to the symphony or something like that, I like one of the nicest gifts I think anybody could ever give me is concert tickets to the symphony. I really, really love the symphony. So that would be lovely if somebody got me tickets or a season pass. And honestly, you can get season tickets to symphonies and like orchestras for a pretty reasonable amount of money. It is still a lot of money, because season passes are never cheap for anything, but I've seen them for, you know, probably around the same price as like some of the perfume I was suggesting. So I think that's a really nice option. And then one thing I did, this is like, if you don't have money and you don't want to spend a lot of money, but you want to give a really thoughtful gift, then one year when I was in high school and had no money, I made my mom like a little book of tickets. And it was just coupons that she could, you know, use. And it was things like, I will give you a 15-minute hair combing. She loves it when I brush her hair, you know, so I will brush your hair for 15 minutes, or movie night with mom, or we used to go on these things called penny walks, where we'd flip the penny and heads went one way and tails went the other way, and just like things that are really personal to you and that person. And honestly, the experiential gifts and the very like deeply personal gifts always mean so much more to people. And so and they cost you the least, I think, at the end of the day, because what does buying a book at a store cost? Like 20 bucks maybe, and you can go get secondhand. My God, I've been talking so much about all these gifts that I have run out of battery and room on my SD card on my phone. So I think that is a pretty good indicator that I should wrap up this particular vlog. I hope that you enjoyed seeing the gifts that I bought myself and the sale. Like, whoa! Oh my God, I almost knocked over my chair. I hope that you enjoyed seeing sort of what I've been buying myself on the sales and the gift ideas that I'm offering you. Let me know if you pick any of them. And I hope that you have an excellent holiday season. Remember, it's not all about gifts. It's about spending time with people you love and sharing experiences. I'll see you in the next one.